For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
I'm here with Cal Poly quarterback Andre Broadous to ask him some questions about the Mustangs' big win over Northern Arizona last Saturday. So Andre, you led Cal Poly to one of its biggest wins in school history against NAU. Knowing that it was such an important game, did you feel any added pressure?
I didn't really feel added pressure. I knew what was at stake. Which is a lot. It gives you a lot of motivation to go out there to play your best. But I don't think it was added pressure. Added pressure kind of makes for a lot of mistakes. So I try to take it as a normal game, even though I knew what was at stake.
Did the Lumberjacks do anything that surprised you?
Their defense, those guys were a lot faster than what we expected. We expected them to be fast, but those guys were a lot faster than we expected. Their defensive backs did a good job of flying in and trying to stop the run a little bit. But fortunately, we got great running backs, and they made plays even when there wasn't that many big holes there for them to run in.
Poly's offense averages 455 yards per game. What makes it so explosive?
I think we have a lot of weapons. I think a lot of teams have to focus on a lot of guys. We have guys on the outside, Brandon, Willie Tucker, Lance, and then guys at running backs like Cole Stanford and Christian and Deontay and Gabe. They just have a lot to focus on, so I guess that just gives us a lot of options.
While Poly's offense is known for its rushing game, you've thrown 18 touchdowns this season and only 3 interceptions. Would you like to pass more often?
As a quarterback, you always want to pass often, but you leave that up to the coaches. The coaches, they're doing a good job at keeping teams off balance, and we're winning games. So hopefully we just keep getting a lot of yards and keep getting a lot of points, and then we're all happy.
Your 2 touchdown passes against NAU should have been shown on SportsCenter. Have you always been a great passer?
In high school, yeah, I was always a passer and a runner. In high school, I think I threw about 30 touchdowns my senior year, so I think I've been a good passer. Here we pass a little bit less, but I just try to be effective with those passes that we do get.
Do you call your own plays, or are they sent in by the coaches?
Some plays that are sent in by the coaches, and then there's some plays where I try to make some audibles based on what the defense is showing us.
Poly's offensive line plays smash mouth football. It must give you confidence having those studs blocking for you. Oh, definitely. Our O-line, they're real tough guys. I think Coach T does a great job at making these guys want to block, and our offensive line, they're just real tough guys, and it's kind of hard being a lineman in the triple option. They've been doing great at it. Poly is co-champion during its first season in the Big Sky Conference. What does that mean to the team? It means a lot. We went to the Great West and got a championship ring. Now, first season in Big Sky, I think we made a statement for our school and a statement for the league. And hopefully, once I leave and the seniors leave, hopefully it just keeps going on and we keep winning championships. Yeah, that's huge for your senior season. Definitely, yeah. It's definitely huge for my senior season and all the other seniors. Poly will be playing Sam Houston State in the second round of the NCAA FCS playoffs. What are your thoughts going into the game? We know that these guys is a great team. They went to the championship game last year. So we're just preparing mentally right now. We're trying to get physically healthy, have some guys banged up, but right now we're getting guys healthy. This bye week I think was big for us. So the coaches are doing a good job of breaking down film and relaying what they think the defense is going to play, what the offense is going to do. So we just have to stay focused and just know that we have a big game coming up in 2 weeks. Why have the Mustangs been so successful this season? I think it's a mixture of things. I think it's the players and the coaches. We have great players that get along with each other. We know how to work with each other, and I think the coaching staff does a great job of implementing the game plan and do a good job at breaking down teams for us. And then just the school atmosphere, they've been supporting us. So I think it's a lot of things. What's the hardest thing for a quarterback to master? The hardest thing, probably just going out there. You have to get the trust of all your teammates, even the guys on defense. They have to believe in you. The special team guys, you have to get everybody to buy in to what you're doing, and then as they buy in, you'll notice that your team will get a lot better. What's the biggest adjustment a quarterback has to make going from high school to college? Just the tempo. Everything's a lot faster in college. High school is fast, but it's nowhere close to what college is. What's your hometown? Portland, Oregon is where I'm from. Why did you choose to become a student athlete at Cal Poly? I like the coaches when I got recruited here. The atmosphere is great. You can't beat this city weather-wise. The school's a great school to graduate from, and it was a great football program.
What's your most memorable moment so far as a Cal Poly football player?
Winning these championships. This last game, that was big for us. We won a Big Sky championship, a league I grew up watching. I think this last game, I think that was my probably most memorable moment as a football player at Cal Poly.
Bringing those rings home.
Definitely, yep.
What's your academic major?
Sports management.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it a lot. Teachers are great. The whole RBTA, just faculty and students, they're all great, so I love it.
Cal Poly's coaching staff is one of the best in the country. What makes them so special?
I think they're hard workers, and they all know how to correlate with their players. Each coach has a specialty, and I think all their specialties, I think it just makes for one great coaching staff, and it's paying off for us, as you can see. And hopefully they just keep staying hungry, and hopefully as the years go on, the other players buy into what they're saying because they know what they're talking about.
If you weren't playing football, what sport would you play?
Baseball. I grew up playing baseball, football, and basketball. Baseball was always my second favorite sport.
Who's your biggest inspiration?
My dad. He's always been there to support me. He's the one that's got me into playing sports. My dad and my mom, they're just big supporters for me, and without them, I don't know where I'll be.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
Best advice? I'm not really sure. I just know that my dad and my mom, they always told me never get content with where you're at. Your biggest enemy can be yourself. So you just can't be complacent, and when things are going good, you can't be happy with it. You just want to make it get better.
Those are great words to live by.
Yep. Thank you.
If you could hang out with any celebrity for a day, who would it be and why?
Probably either Kobe Bryant or Michael Vick. Kobe Bryant because that's my favorite basketball player. Michael Vick because that was my favorite football player.
What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie is probably Remember the Titans.
Oh, that's a great choice.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Favorite food? I like all types of food. I like soul food. That's probably my favorite food.
Favorite restaurant in SLO?
Favorite restaurant? Breakfast spot. I like Pancho Diaz. It's a little low-key spot. Upscale restaurant, probably Giuseppe's.
Oh, that's classy.
Yeah.
And what's the best song on your iPod right now?
I've been listening to a lot of Meek Mill, his album, so just his whole album, and I like Kendrick Lamar as well.
I like it. Good choices. Andre, thanks for speaking with me.
Appreciate it.
And go
Thank
Poly.
you.